Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. I want to say good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. I always like to give a special welcome to my new viewers and subscribers. Thank everybody so much for your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. My channel is geared toward the new man and woman who's never been here to the Philippines before. My 11 years here doesn't make me an expert or know-it-all, but it does give me a unique perspective, and I like to share that with you to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things safer. I'm boots on the ground. I'm in the center of all this. It's for your benefit, and I live among the locals, and I'm always going to give you the nitty-gritty. This is exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. It's not going to start today. Today I was asked to give a cost of living for my month of December since we moved into this new place, and I'm going to do that. I've got a list and I'll go down. It's real brief, but before I get started, I want to answer a gentleman's question. He wanted to know what was the most surprising thing about the Philippines to me that I discovered. And I have to say, of all the things, how friendly the men are to me over here, it really surprised me. I mean, you know, when you hear on my videos where I talk about being treated like a rock star, it's really the men and the little kids that do that. But most of the men, man, they're so friendly. I mean, they want to take pictures with me. They want to meet me. They've done everything but ask me for my autograph. I mean, they've really been welcoming. And I guess the only reason I can pinpoint that, you know, they're big basketball fans over here. So I guess, you know, I'm the closest thing to LeBron James or Stephen Curry that they'll ever see. But whatever the reason, I'm thankful for it. You know, I give them the love, man. They give it back to me. I don't care if it's the next door neighbor. I don't care if it's the guard, the tricycle driver, the pedicab driver, the man at McDonald's, man. They all treat me that way, man, with just so much respect, man. I mean, it's just something that I'm not used to, and that really surprised me. I guess because, you know, the women here, they got to be more reserved. They're like a stone when you see them out in public, because, you know, in these cultures, I guess they're not supposed to really show a lot of emotion. But that's been the most surprising thing, and it's really, even now, 11 years later, it's the same thing, you know. And I just want to give a shout out to my buddy John. Every Friday we meet at McDonald's, man. He doesn't know how he's helped me, and that's one of the suggestions I always give. I mean, get wherever you decide to stay here, try to find you one or two expats that you can kick it with, chop it up with. Somebody that understands exactly what you're saying and where you're coming from. And one more thing, you know, I really caught a lot of hell, which I was kind of surprised on my video, about finding my sweet spot. You know, one guy really let me have it, and I was like, I didn't understand why, but, you know, he went on and on. I had to leave my country to find my sweet spot, and is sex really that important to you? And, you know, as a 57-year-old man, yes, it is. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. It's very important, among other things. But it just was kind of strange that that question would come from another man, you know. But my channel is realistic. I'm going to give you a realistic view of my life, of the Philippines, you know, boots on the ground experience. But I just kind of found that interesting. Okay, now my cost of living, now, before I get started, I want to let you know, this is during the pandemic. Of course, you're going to spend less because I like to travel, remember, you know, and I take everybody with me when we go traveling. So we're unable to travel, so you have to kind of throw that in. You know, a lot of us, you know, that's one good thing about the pandemic. We've been able to save some money, but here it is, and it's real brief, but. And I've got all my receipts, because that's the only way really that you're going to track your spending is to keep your receipts. The first thing is water. You know, it was 351 pesos, which is high. Normally, which is $7.30. All right, normally it's last month it was 199 pesos. Okay, Now, this is for the month of December, obviously. Now, my rent, 8,500 pesos, which now everything that I'm giving you is the exchange rate today, January the 8th, 2021, is 48.07 pesos to $1 US. So my rent, there's the receipt they gave me. It's 8,500 pesos, which comes to $176.83. Okay, my electric bill, it went up. It was 2,200 pesos. It's because I got this air conditioner for my daughter. Last month it was 792 pesos. And that came out to $45.77. All right. The motorcycle bill this month, it's normally 2,800. We paid a little extra because we're trying to pay it off. We paid 4,120 pesos. It came out to $85.70. The internet, 1,299 pesos. That's $27. Immigration, I've got that on my passport. It was $124.81. That's 2 months extension, and then the renewal of my ACR card. Because after you hear 59 consecutive days, they will issue you an ACR card, and you have to pay for it the next time you go in to your immigration. It's $50, and then it's like a 500 peso fee. So it's about $60. So it was $124.81. Now my laundry, I go to the laundry. I use an outside laundry. We actually go to the laundry. We don't use a laundry service. And that's usually 292 pesos a week, every week. That includes the laundry, detergent, the bleach, the downy that we get at the places. 292 pesos. We do that 3 times a month. $18.22. I paid her field health last month. I don't know if this is every month or every quarter, but it's $18.72. I paid 900 pesos. Gas for her motorcycle for the whole month, it's about 90 pesos a week, $7.49 for gas. Now I had to buy her a new front tire and battery. That was $31.20. That included the labor and everything. The tire, the oil change, and the battery. Okay, the food and groceries was $195.42. Now that's just the food, the Listerine, toothpaste. Okay, but then the market where we get our fish and everything, we spent another $69.89. And then I bought a sack of rice, which is $26. Altogether for December, this is everything. It was $834.35. But I bought this air conditioner last month, so I threw that in. That was 9,200 pesos, which was $191.38. So total for December was $1,025.73. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is during the pandemic. We can't go anywhere. Okay? Normally, you're going to tack on about $300 or $400 more here every month, because I go somewhere every month, at least for a week, and chill out with the Airbnb, go to the beach, with the bus transportation, food, wherever I go. So you're really looking at, normally, I'm somewhere around 12 or 1,300 pesos, 1,300 US dollars per month. And I live a comfortable lifestyle here. There's nothing that I don't have here. I've got a nice TV. Like I said, I don't have cable because I don't need it. I use the internet. We watch YouTube, Netflix, Google, television. And, we just don't eat out a lot anymore, because I'm afraid to now, with the pandemic. But the pandemic has caused me to save a lot of money. So without that air conditioner, I'm looking at $834. And that's about how it's been. Now, of course, remember, I've got 2 sons here that I take care of. And, that's $200 each. So that's another $400, but that's about it, man. You know, that argument of, can you live on $1,000? Of course you can, but remember, if you add another 200 or 300 to that, you're going into a real nice, comfortable, middle-class lifestyle in the Philippines for about 12 or 1,300, which is what I'm living on. And, being here in San Carlos, this is a second-class city in the Philippines, one of the cleanest places, voted the cleanest place in the Philippines for 2 years in a row. It's just an ideal place for me. I mean, I stumbled on it because my girlfriend obviously lives here. Otherwise, I'd have never known about this place. But there's a lot of San Carlos cities here. But I'm outside of Expat Alley. But I've been here for 11 years. Remember, if you knew, stay in that Expat Alley no matter how much your woman tries to tempt you to move into the province or somewhere like that. Stay in that Expat Alley, it makes your transition easier. Get your feet wet, find out what's going on here first, okay? So, I want to thank you for stopping by. I just wanted to do that today because people have been asking me, what's your cost of living, your true cost of living? My true cost of living right now is about, I'm going to say $900 a month, during the pandemic. Okay, pre-pandemic, it's about $1,300. Okay, but I mean, to live the lifestyle I live over here in America would take at least 3 times that. I'm gonna say about $4,000 because that's about what I was paying when I left. Including food, mortgage, all the insurance. See, I don't have a car over here, so there's no car insurance or anything like that. But you can live pretty good over here, and that's one thing that I like about her because that keeps my stress level down. Knowing that all my bills are going to be paid, that's something I don't have to worry about, see, among other things, and so when I was talking about my sweet spot, see, that's included in that. My lifestyle over here is a minimalist lifestyle. I'm 57, man, it's winding down for me. I don't go out to nightclubs and all that and drinking and partying and all that. I just don't do it anymore. So if you're like me, it's easy to live on $1,200 or $1,300 a month. But I really appreciate you for stopping by, your kindness, your generosity, support for my channel. I mean, it's been, just truly amazing. And I'm really, really thankful for that. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. So there you have it. This is true. This isn't something I'm making up. It's all my receipts, and you can do it too. And you gotta remember, man, it's 4 people in here, no 5, including my little daughter. Imagine if I'm living by myself. It's a lot cheaper, okay? So if you're in America, it's getting late, before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. You don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs. You're just getting off second shift. You see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink. Give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's about 10 a.m. in the morning. We have all the rest of the day to find somebody to help because it's very, very important we help each other, man, especially during this pandemic. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free, and I'll see you next time.